Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cool Stuff with Kyle. Today I have something to show you which is not for the squeamish, so seriously, if you're a little easily grossed out by things, or maybe even not that easily, because to some people this is kind of gross, but it's called a wet specimen. So if you're not familiar with what a wet specimen is, it's an animal, obviously a deceased animal. It's kind of a form of taxidermy, and so a wet specimen is prepared with like formalin, which is like a formaldehyde solution. That's called fixing the specimen, and then once the specimen is fixed with that, then they are put into alcohol in a jar, and you can store them that way, essentially forever. It's a good way to preserve animals, for scientific research or just for display. So I have a number of wet specimens, and I actually just got a bunch of new ones today, so I'm going to show you guys some of what I've got. Now, this one is a little fish, a bluegill, I believe. This has been through a special process called diaphonization. So this one's diaphonized. They put special chemicals into it that actually causes some of the tissues to obviously become transparent. And then you can see, in this case, the bone structure that's left behind. It's pretty neat. So that's a diaphonized, like I said, I believe a bluegill. This one is a little fetal armadillo. This one is a big one. It's actually four. These are unborn armadillos, and armadillos, at least of this species, they are typically always born as quadruplets. So this is all four of the quadruplets. You can see the placenta is still attached and everything by the umbilical cord. And up there it says Armadillo Quadruplets, General Biological Supply House, Chicago, Illinois. I believe this is a very old specimen. Actually, when I got it from somebody at a garage sale, it was an old specimen, so it kind of had cloudy looking fluid and everything. It needed some cleanup, so I actually did that cleanup. And then I sealed the top with this rubber. It's actually Flex Seal. Worked out pretty good for that. And looks a lot better now. And this is the new box I just got in the mail today. Came from Kraken Relics in St. John's, Newfoundland. They're the, I think, the arm that does the auctions that I typically buy these things from, of Newfoundland Antiques. I bought from Newfoundland Antiques, and I've done videos about stuff I got from them before. This is still them, but Kraken Relics. They're just a division of them. They always have these cool vintage stamps of different ages all over the box. Cool, I like butterflies, that's nice. Pretty neat stamps there. And then over on the other side, nothing over there, okay. But yeah, I'll get this box open and we'll see all the stuff that's in here. I think this is entirely or mostly wet specimens this time. Now here's all the jars that were inside the box. Now I will tell you, with wet specimens, the thing is that when they're shipped, usually they are shipped without alcohol, because typically you can't legally ship the alcohol in the mail. That's the problem with that. So they're shipped without alcohol, and then I will have to add my own alcohol to these jars. 70% isopropyl, I believe, is what's pretty standard for these, or you can use denatured alcohol, but and some people use, I think, ethanol, but I've used isopropyl for mine and it works just fine. So we can see here we have this little billfish. That's pretty cool. And this is a flounder. That's a neat one. This is a duck foot, and I forget if this is I think it's a rooster. And everything else we're gonna have to open up and see what it is, but after I've got all the alcohol and everything ready to go, then we will open up everything and we'll have a nice display to show you. So guys, I'm just going to show you on one of my specimens here. I got this 70% isopropyl alcohol. This one is the Flounder. So I'm going to open up this jar and hang on just a second. Okay, I got the paper towels out of the jar, so we've got just the fish in here. We're going to open up some of the alcohol. Just going to pour this in here. Looks like I'll need about one more container for this particular application. That's all there is to it. We've got a jar with a flounder filled with alcohol to keep it preserved. There's the bottom side of the flounder. There's its tail over here. And with these wet specimens, if it starts to dry out after a period of time, then, you know, like if the alcohol level starts to go down, you can top them off. You can open them up and top them back off again. And if after a while the alcohol starts to turn a dark color after a number of years, then you can dump the alcohol out and you can replace it with fresh. So you can maintain your specimens that way. Pretty cool though. I'm going to do the other specimens and then I'll show you everything when it's all done. Alright guys, so I got all these jars here. This one's got like a turkey foot, a rooster foot, and a duck, I think. This is my little billfish. You can see, if I can turn it around here, see like its fins there. This is a bigger specimen of a billfish here. See if we can turn that around a little bit. I don't know specifically what kind of fish this is. I'll have to see if I can find out. It's pretty cool. And there's our flounder again. I normally don't like to collect just like the head of an animal or something, but this one, yeah, I get all these things for really low prices. I paid like $5 for it or something. And the thing about this one is this is a rooster head, but this rooster, it's just really beautiful, I think, with those feathers. Really kind of neat. And then over here we have a duck foot here and this rooster foot right here. I believe that is everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these wet specimens today. Hopefully it doesn't freak you out too much. You know, some people it does. Other people, they think it's pretty cool. So, you know, hopefully you're of the latter category if you watch this whole video. But thank you for watching. And remember, until next time, the world is full of cool stuff. Go out and find some. Thank you.